Leitung, and it's the German word for the administration. And this piece is a tapestry stretched out and purposely distressed by the artists. Just kind of connect and see who you think is in power.
Copper color kind of showing out for the white, out trying to get that cold blue.
And that stems back to slavery as well, when we see the slaves being used to basically do the work for the master. And I think that's important as well, and to tie in the hierarchy of scale. So when you see him, you think he's the one in power, but you really take a look at the image, and then you see the real person who's in power.
Thank y'all so much for being here at Vision and Burst. I am C-Grimey, and I have the pleasure of introducing the first act of art, performance art that's going along with Noel's exhibit. It was such a blessing for him to give us his blessing to be inspired by what he's put up and make a live performance inspired by his art. Coming up next, one of my favorite poets from the city and doing it all around. Y'all give it up for Alive. Give it up.
How y'all doing tonight? You know, just looking at this piece and thinking about something and knowing that it's distorted. Y'all remember like maybe a couple months ago, there was a shooting at a club not far from here. And it's funny that she would say the media and the administration, because the next morning when we woke up, the media and the administration made it seem like, oh my God, violence is just rampant in the city and there's something wrong with this community, when there were over 30,000 black people who didn't shoot anybody that night. But one person shot somebody who woke up to a distorted image in our community that Chattanooga was a violent place. But anyway, let me get to the poetry. Never, never, never let their distortions of you become your memories. If a picture is worth 1,000 words, when you look in the mirror, do you write about a lover or an enemy? When my reflection pierces me, I witness a descendant of those who transcended the distorted images of savages and proved themselves scholars. So how could I be bothered by your weak perception of me, especially when your verbal expression proves you don't know your history? See, when I look at me, I don't see the reason they fear us. I see a man who is fearless. I see a peer, less the murky waters infused with the blood of our slaughter. I see clearly the platforms which support me, the shoulders of the men and women I stand on. That's true history, and that be my story. And yeah, I know, that ain't proper English, but I come from people who ain't speak proper English, because they taught themselves to read while their hands would still bleed from the tedious chore of harvesting cotton seeds. See, my people might never be known as distinguished linguists, but our history is filled with their righteous deeds. They thought us weak as reeds of flickering flames until we came for everything old us. Tried to trap us in the valley with every boulder, but still couldn't hold us from ascending to mountaintops. And yeah, sadly, we still got a few homies trapped in some valleys who still gladly trapped in that Cali, crack and Molly, and will probably catch a few bodies because they view crime as a hobby. But those who have let the distortion become a memory hardly make a small percentage compared to the whole body of people who have the trauma of slavery, Jim Crow, and surviving the ghetto written into the DNA of their bodies, who will never see reparations but demand equality. Like, how could it possibly be disrespectful to America that I ask you to keep your officers off of me, like they ain't been offing me? Well, at least my brothers and sisters, and my cousins too. Blue lights pull us over like we probably in the process of a robbery, when the probability is more likely that we just got off work. We ain't doing no dirt. Still, we get jerked out of cars, posted on police hoods like we trap stars. See, it's easy for Officer Johnny to rob me of my integrity when he's been force-fed a distorted history. No wonder he put his fist on me. All he see is a menace to society. It don't matter if I be marching peacefully for right citizenship supposed to grant me, or if I be crafting programs so these kids can eat for free, or in my granny backyard, or smoking a cigarette in my car, or selling cigarettes because time's hard, or in my living room in my drawers. Either way, the pistol on quick draw. Shoot first, then see what they saw. And you can only do this to us when you don't view us as Mansa Musa or Queen Nazima. If they never distorted my history, maybe they could view me as a soldier in Hannibal's army, fighting against an evil republic disguised as a democracy. And then they would heaven said, beautiful, immaculate, the daughters of Mary Magdalene. Far too often you're forced to walk the tombs praying that they are empty, only to discover the bodies of your family and your joy and your infants inside. And in spite of that, you never lose your pride. Never lose the rhythm of your stride. You're never satisfied with staying in your place. You do whatever it takes and you do it with grace like Grace Jones, constantly proving them wrong when they try to define black women. See, y'all the ultimate chess players. The way you're constantly moving your thrones till your enemies are prone to your victories, and y'all screaming out, yes, because it's black woman vernacular for checkmate. See, there are some things that we can debate, but if you aren't fond of the opinion that black women are great, please escape my presence, while I enjoy the essence of God's most magnificent presence. See, he knew he blessed the world when he created black women. So much so that Jesus told God, I ain't walking to no cross if Mary ain't present. I say black women, you are heaven sent, beautiful, immaculate, the daughters of Mary Magdalene.
With this. And as he mentioned before, it talked about the distortion of the history with our people here. As you can see, it's in the media, we see a lot of white cops killing young black men, and this is just sort of a portrait, and the reason it's hung this way is just to kind of exemplify the distortion. And so, I'm going to play another song for you guys. and they literally merged their faces together. And it just really touched me because it's just such an intriguing piece. Usually the mass media, like they say, they distort things, and since this whole gallery is distorted, it's like, this is a beautiful piece over here because it's like, it's not, to me, it's not distorted. To me, it's perfect because you can literally see a merger between these faces and these black males killed by the police officers. But as you know, well, many of you don't know me, but my name is Trinity, and been in church all my life, and so I'm really familiar with Negro spirituals and church songs and things of that nature. And so that's what pretty much encouraged the songs that I played today.
And we have this comic over here. It illustrates the Hands Up, Don't Shoot, as well as the Black Lives Matter movement. And then if you just take a look to that image over there to the far, all the way where C-Grimey over there standing, yes, that's a sculpture from West Africa, and it just also illustrates the hands up images. So you can almost draw the from the motherland to now, and how like there's no way to go back. And there's no way to be able to connect really with that culture because it's something totally different now and it's evolved and changed. So just to tell you a little bit about the artist that's performing with this work, his name is C-Grimey. He's a hip hop artist, arts educator, and community activist, and he was the one to pick and curate all the artists tonight. So we want to just give him a round of applause for that because he definitely did it.
Thank you so much. I chose this piece because it really spoke to me. Going through the different eras in African culture, African American culture, you have the traditional West African sculpture, and you have the hands up pose, the posture, and I was just thinking, I wonder what their inspiration for making that sculpture and that posture was back then when people were so free, living off of land in their own spirituality, so in touch with the universe. And this part of the piece really spoke to me. The tapestry is inspired by a magazine clipping, How to Deal with the Racist. And, out of all the things I go through as a African-American male in the South in this era, I can just only imagine what my ancestors went through 40, 50 years ago, where in a national publication they had to have an article, How to Deal with a Racist. And just the sacrifice and the hard work that the ancestors from crossing the ocean on the boats to the civil rights movement, even the community activists of present day, all the inspiration, the hard work, the sacrifice that they gave so we could be here today. I could be doing my thing. I get the opportunities to curate things like this and do what I love to spread a message. And through art creation, it's only because so many people, blood, sweat, and tears. The first thing I want to do, I wanted to pay homage to the artist who, the reason we're in this exhibit tonight, Noel, and he, give him a round of applause. And the theme of the distortion of the narrative of how the black body is portrayed in America, we see in the prison yard, we see the news clippings, we see the magazine clippings, we see the images on these tapestries. And then if we think about modern times, we think about sacrifices like Colin Kaepernick has made to control the narrative of what he's going through. So then I have a poem from the great American poet Ice Cube on his perspective on the police. Fuck the police coming straight from the Chat Town. A young brother got it bad because I'm brown. and not the other color. So police think they have the authority to kill a minority. Fuck that shit, cause I'm not the one for a punk motherfucker with a badge and a gun to be beaten on and thrown in jail. We can go toe to toe in the middle of a cell. Fucking with me, cause I'm a teenager with a little bit of gold and an iPhone, searching for my car for the product. Thinking all people of color is selling narcotics. You rather see me in the pen than rolling with Lorenzo in the benzo. Be the police out of shape, and when I finish, bring the yellow tape. Still getting swallowed red water, and I don't know if they're attracted to me or what. Searching me down, grabbing all of my nuts. And on the other hand, without a badge and a gun, they can't get none. But don't let it be a black and a white one, cause they'll sling it to the street top. Black police showing out for the white cop. C-Grimey will swarm on any motherfucker in a blue uniform. Just cause I'm from East Chattanooga, Tennessee, police are afraid of me? Huh? That's why I'm on a warpath. And when I'm finished, it's gonna be a bloodbath. A police dying from Chat to LA. Hey yo, Dre, I got something to say. But we look at from Emmett Till to Trayvon Martin. We look at what we've been through when it comes to brutality and the narrative of mass media to black bodies, the male and the female. But through all that, there's a silver lining. If we believe that things will get better, we have to put that energy into the universe. There's definitely got to be a plan, and there's going to be plenty more sacrifice. But I truly believe that we are coming to a time where we're becoming more woke than ever. And if we work together in unity, not just black and white, but with all colors, genders, orientations, backgrounds, we can have real freedom. Turn up a little bit. Turn up a little bit. Yeah. Pressure of that daily grind. Always trying to make ends meet. Put forth so much and still feel one step of defeat. Dodge negativity and weapon formed against us by enemies. The system set up trash for me. Through the mind, feel I still see a glimmer of hope. A glimmer of hope. A glimmer of hope. One glimpse of this can give you the light that helps you continue to grow. A glimmer of hope. A glimmer of hope. A glimmer of hope. One smidge of this can give you more strength than you will ever know. Lately, even bright days have a way of being dreary. Where my eyes is hazy, only time I'm seeing clearly. Yeah, thoughts that's pessimistic quickly turn you to a cynic. So I think I'm optimistic, therefore I'm always winning. Yeah, Big shout out to my homeboy Noel Anderson for letting us use his work as inspiration. Big shout out to my homegirl Darryon for giving us the opportunity